Yo, 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 welcome to another exciting episode of Double D's Let's Talk Ball podcast. We are your hosts, Damian Deshawn and D of D's Corner. What is going on today, my brother?
Ain't nothing much, bro. What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just ready to get into it, dive into it. It's been a pretty busy week so far and ready to just do this thing, man. Talk about this AFC South that we're going to break down today, the schedule.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Yes,
we,
sir.
Yes, sir. We're just gonna go on and dive into it, but we're gonna make sure before we do that, to our viewers, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Please just hit that button. It helps us out a lot. It's free. As they say, just wipe your feet off before you come in the house. All you gotta do is just hit the all you gotta do is just hit the button. It's the easiest thing you could do. You really help us out. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this schedule up, man, and we're gonna start with the Titans. I know you. We can do a little bit of a deep dive. I know you touched on it on your show, on their schedule, but it looks like their first game of the year, opening week one, will be at the Bears. You going to give us your evaluation of what you had already said about this opening game, bro?
So I haven't dropped AFC yet. I dropped the
Yeah.
NFC. I'm
Okay.
working on the AFC. I've had to go back because I have a few Titan fans keep trying to say that I'm being biased. But I'm really trying to be unbiased in all of this. When you talk about the Bears and you talk about the Titans, one, you're going to Chicago to play Chicago. The Titans had a bunch of good pickups through the offseason and through the draft. However, you still have a quarterback who one of his main concerns coming out of college was his decision making.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be playing with three good veteran wide receivers. One he's already played with in D Hop,
Mm-hmm.
but you got to remember Tyler Boyd played with Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Will Levis. Calvin really just got done playing with Trevor Lawrence, and he played with Matt Ryan before then. I think both of those quarterbacks are better quarterbacks than Will Levis. So you're really going to only be as good as your quarterback here. Now, on the flip side, the Bears, they have a returning coach, returning continuity on the defensive side, but they got a rookie quarterback. They should be more
Mm-hmm.
improved, and it's a home game. But I still believe Tennessee Titans should be able to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because I think the rookie quarterback's going to come out a little bit um, not rusty, but slow, like most rookies do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'll be a competitive game. I think that'll be a closer game than people think. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
for the big names that Tennessee brought in, L'Jarius Sneed, Chidobe Awuzie, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Tony Pollard. We got to remember their offensive line was terrible last year. You got a
Mm-hmm.
rookie left tackle
Mm-hmm.
who's transitioning to left tackle. He was a right tackle at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have that transition on your side. So how well or effective is your rushing game going to be? How well can they pass protect? Because it doesn't matter who your weapons are if your quarterback's on his back attempting to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Tavondre Sweat, is he going to come in? Is he going to be lazy? Is he mature enough to come in? I think Tennessee's linebackers are going to be somewhat weak, and I don't think they have a strong safety room. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you still have holes, even though you did bring in a lot of good veterans. Another thing is L'Jarius Sneed. How's he going to be played? Is he going to be played like he was played at in Kansas
Kansas
City?
City. Mm-hmm.
If not, you're wasting him.
True.
And that's the biggest thing when you bring someone to your team. What did you like about L'Jarius Sneed? How he played in Kansas City. So if you're not going to play him in Kansas City, you might get a completely different L'Jarius Sneed.
I can understand. I asked you this question then. It likens to experience in key positions, right? And you were basically touching on that. But who do you give the edge when it comes to that? Because you basically got a year two quarterback versus a rookie. And the
Mm-hmm.
key is central, and it's basically up to those veterans or what veterans make that rookie look good or give him the easiest path to winning the game, meaning protection, keep his reps down, being able to run the football consistently, controlling the line of scrimmage plays a big part in doing this. This is where me personally, I kind of give Tennessee the edge in that area because this is going to be Caleb's first game. You
And
know?
I believe the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the experience of Levis
Mm-hmm.
is going to be a factor in it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
technically going to be like two rookies playing because this is another head coach and Levis is learning another system. The
System.
only the
Mm-hmm.
only difference is the Levis played last year, so the game is going to be slowed down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That I think will be the difference.
Hmm. Yeah, I could see this being like I normally have said, a field goal game, 6 point
Mm-hmm.
field goal game, where Tennessee gets their first win off the top. So yeah,
Yep.
I can see that. Well, we can transition and move on to week 2, in which they have the Jets, and I look at this situation where now where you're facing an extremely more veteran team,
Mm-hmm.
and uh you're not facing a rookie quarterback here. You're facing the vet of the vet, old man, old father time is here now,
Yeah.
and we're gonna see if he got a few tricks still up his sleeve. The Jets' effort is going to be there. That's not going to ever be in question as long as they've been under Robert Saleh. Effort and playing at 100% has not been a problem for the Jets. It's just execution in certain spots and then losing Aaron last year. I
Yep.
got the Jets here, and I got them at least by a touchdown or more, a little bit more.
I think this is a game the Jets are gonna come out and try to thrash them.
Yeah,
I legit. This is going to be their first AFC game because the Jets open up against San Francisco, so they're going to come out battle tested. And
yeah,
I think that opening game is going to be a tough game.
yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers is going to come out, especially if he's healthy. They're going to see a
Hmm.
completely see. You've always saw the energy and the life on the defensive side of the ball under the Jets.
Hmm.
Zach Wilson was taking the life from him every chance he got. He's completely gone now. So I think that alone, having a veteran with Aaron Rodgers or Tyrod Taylor,
Hmm.
either one of them gives you a better chance than Zach Wilson does. I just believe Aaron Rodgers is going to be throwing dimes. That defense is going to be physical.
Hmm.
I think the Jets are going to play, especially early on, regarding health. They're going to play with a massive chip on their shoulder to show that they thought last year they were one of the
Hmm.
better teams in the league.
Hmm. I can agree. No need. I concur. I agree with you on everything. So we can transition and move on to week 3. Uh, it's starting not to look good on paper, but I think on the field too. I mean, it looks like 2 back-to-back weeks of blowouts. I see Green Bay. They got them at home.
Mm-hmm.
In all fairness, I mean, they had the Jets at home, but I don't see this game being close at all.
Mm-hmm.
I see at least a 14 to 17 point win, and that's a major blowout in the league. Um, yeah, I just look at Green Bay being able to do what they want. As far as because it's early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Continuity is one thing with what Green Bay has. They'll be in their third week game, even though they have new pieces on offense and in positions. They have their receivers are back, the quarterback is back, and they got experience on the defensive side of the ball. I just don't see any way Tennessee wins this game, or even be close. That's me. I got
I
Green Bay.
I have Green Bay as well. It's not looking good heading to week 4 either. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing I think Titans fans need to remember is you have a rookie head coach.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have Vrabel anymore to
Yep.
make those in-game crucial decisions.
Decisions. Yep.
Like he contributed to a lot of the wins by
Mm-hmm.
certain calls and certain things that he did, certain timeouts he took or penalties he took late in the game, like the
Mm-hmm.
understanding of the rules side of it. You have a rookie head coach.
Yeah.
You got a rookie head coach. You're going up against even though they were the youngest team last year in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
They made it to the playoffs. We know Dallas doesn't lose at home. They dismantled Dallas at home in the
Dallas.
playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They did come unraveled against San Fran, but they were even playing San Fran extremely well too.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love is going to get paid. You got all those young guys. You bring in Josh Jacobs, like they're going
Mm-hmm.
to be a more complete offense.
Yeah.
And I believe the addition of Xavier McKinney in the secondary definitely
Mhm.
helps them too. So I got Green Bay in that game as
Yeah,
well.
the more I look at Green Bay, I mean, we already said they're one of the best rosters in the league, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Week 4, Miami. This one's interesting. I'm not gonna give this game to Tennessee, but I can see it being a little bit closer
Hmm.
than the experts will put painted as, because you're gonna look at Miami's speed. But I'll tell you the reason why. I think that the Titans will have enough experience offensively where Miami, their secondary is strong, but up front, the health reasons that they got going on up front, will that
Yeah.
allow Tennessee to be able to move the ball on the ground or use their short passing game with the tight ends, or can Hopkins get off? We know what they got in the secondary with Jalen and what's it, Poyer
Hmm.
at safety. And then
Javon Holland,
yeah, Holland, and then they brought in the health of
Kendall
Chubb and
Fuller.
Phillips, Kendall
Oh yeah.
Fuller, yeah. But the health that they got up front in their front four is where I would question. Where you would say
Hmm.
Tennessee's line wasn't that good last year. Well, Miami's injuries could create a much more competitive game than it
Hmm.
should be. That's why I'm thinking that Titans could be able to score on the ground against Miami because it's early in the season, and then the health issues that
Now,
Miami's had.
that's something that they should be able to in this game.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but if it gets to be a track meet, this game is in Miami. Early on
Yeah.
in the season, when it's still
It's
August or
warm.
when it's still
Hmm.
September,
Yeah.
Miami they hurry, 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 hurry. And
Hmm.
you know that it said that the stadium is built for it to be hotter on the opposing team side than it is the home team. So could be a lot of cramping situations from them guys in Tennessee. It could be a
Hmm.
lot of early issues. I could see it being more competitive. Um,
Hmm.
Again, back to how they use that secondary, back to how they use those corners.
Hmm.
So because Snead, when he was with the Chiefs, he locked Tyreek Hill down.
Hmm.
So
I see it.
Will Tyreek get some get back? We'll see.
We'll see. And Waddle just signed that big deal, so we're gonna see how he
Tua still
responds
got to get
after that big
signed.
deal. Tua got to get signed, yeah. But the speed
Hmm.
that they have with A Chain and Squirrel White and all of those things that they added to the I think it's Squirrel White, the running back that they got from Tennessee. Is that
Jalen Wright.
Jalen Wright? Jalen Wright. That's what it is. Um, all right. Well, coming off this Miami track meet where they're gonna have to deal with that heat, they do get a bye week, so
Hmm.
they'll get the rest up, and we come into week 6, man, and they're at home, first game in the division for 'em against Naptown, Indianapolis. What you got? I mean, you go ahead and start it off since this is your squad.
I think that the Colts are going to be a better team than a lot of people
Hmm.
will attempt to give them credit. The one thing that I've always been honest with about the Colts is I have yet to see them play a game in which they are supposed to dominate and they actually
Do it.
dominate.
Okay.
I've seen years before where played the Bills on Thursday night football.
Hmm.
Jonathan Taylor running all through them, and it should have been a blowout. And we ended up winning, but it was still too close a game. And I think
Hmm.
sometimes that's what happens. With it being an away game, the Titans coming off a bye, I give this one to the Titans.
Okay. I can see what you're saying. I can agree, but as I've normally stated, that's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Either one of them teams could win that game early on. Yeah. No